Today we're going to be talking about incubating eggs. Okay, so this is the incubator that was purchased for me from my husband. Okay, so I will remove the lid. This is part of the egg turner, this yellow piece. And then they have this piece that, if you notice, it's got like a little D shape center piece here, and it will fit perfectly on that shaft. You just have to rotate it correctly. And then, okay, so it's got to be turned like this. Do you see the cut ends here? Okay, so when you place this on here, you've got to rotate it so this fits in the cutouts. Okay? And whenever we place the lid back on, be very careful with it. This is the component that has all the computer, the digital and electronic information up at the top here. So when you place it back on, there's a little notch right there. So that's how you know you have it on correctly. And step number 2, it talks about choosing the right location for your incubator. Place it into a room that has a stable temperature between 74 and 80 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and just place it on my counter right here so we can see it every day, multiple times a day, so we can check the progress. It's probably around 72 in the house. So you are going to plugged right into the back of this unit. And as you notice, there is another plug-in right here. And that is for the electrical cord. And I am going to plug it in right through here. This is now on. They recommend that you start this several hours prior to placing your eggs. This has to get to a 99.5 degree temperature and around 50% humidity. So this incubator has a factory preset to 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit and hatch days to 21 days for the chicken eggs. So as you plug it in, the incubator into the power, the timer will begin to count down from 21 days and the temperature will gradually heat to 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit. You will see the heater indicator light keep blinking, and this is normal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill the water in this reservoir, and they said do not fill it any higher than the depth marker. And you have to use distilled water. Make sure it's distilled water. So as they explain, if you fill it above that marker, that depth marker, it will then carry over and fill into the second reservoir, which is right here. We want to only keep it in this reservoir. There is a vent right here, and you want it halfway. So this is completely closed. That's about the halfway mark. Humidity level needs to be around 50%. It does give a range of 45 to 55% being acceptable, which is suitable for poultry. So as this gets to temperature to 99.5 and 50%, which looks like it's moving quite quickly, I will get my eggs ready. The eggs that you select, they need to be clean and they need to be a certain size. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary for it to be a specific size, but from what I researched, it says around 53 grams to 63 grams. I have my kitchen scale right here, and I will go ahead and turn it on. I already have it set to G for grams. I have a little plate on there. It's already zeroed out. As I was collecting eggs and they looked like they were good eggs, I wanted to go ahead and hatch them. I understand that you can hatch eggs that are maybe a few days old. So I have some from April 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. They need to be a good shape. And I am just going to take one at a time. Okay, so that says 52 grams. I'm going to kind of put that aside. This one's 62, so that's in a good range. That one's 61 in a good range. And I'm just going to continue doing this with all my eggs. Something else that I saw, and I don't know if it's just an old wives' tale, but they said the rounder the egg, like this one's pretty round, that it's a hen, but we'll see. And then they say the pointier the egg, which I don't know, to me, this one might be a little bit pointier, might be a rooster. So we'll just experiment and we'll see if that truly works or not. I feel like I selected most of my eggs here that are pretty rounded, but I see maybe one or two that are a little pointier at the tip. And they do suggest put an X on the egg, like that's showing top up. I went ahead and put the date, so that's going to be my indicator. I'm guessing they want you to do that so you can see if it's definitively rotating the eggs like it should be. And I just used a pencil. I went ahead and wrote how many grams it was, like this one. Okay, as I mentioned, make sure your eggs are clean. When I say clean, I don't mean wash them. Do not wash them. Keep the bloom intact. That way no bacteria can get inside the chick and end up ultimately killing it. The temperature is now 99.5 and 50% humidity. I am going to go ahead and place the eggs in the incubator. Okay, so I placed the eggs in the unit. So the directions say eggs need to be set lying flat with pointed ends facing inwards towards the center of the incubator. Note, ensure there is a gap on the side of each egg. This will allow for smooth rolling. Okay, so it recommends before putting the top cover on to conduct a turning test 3 to 5 times and conduct a test by pressing the plus button. So it'll beep once. And I actually already did the test. All the numbers that I had written on the eggs were on top, and now they're not. So I'm going to press the button again for a test, an egg turning test. I'm going to try it again. And there are the numbers again. So it looks like it's working well. The egg turner, that's perfect. So the unit is set up that the egg turner will rotate 5 seconds every 60 minutes. If you press the menu OK button, it will say that's the days till hatch. So D21 means 21 days until hatch time. So as a recap, this is my first time incubating chicken eggs with the unit that I have. So far, I do like the unit. I'll continue to document the progress of this incubation of chicken eggs. And if you like what you saw in this video and would like to continue to follow the progress of this incubation experimental project for me, please consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, thank you for watching.